football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UTEP Miners offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. That's caught. It's Smith. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Miners will have it first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go-backs against this receiver and his... He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
After the filthy move, he's got room. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Miners are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, UTEP.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick. The great return to improve this field position. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, though.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, UTEP! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Wingo. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Off play action. Wide open downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but the key word being after the catch.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick completion on the out. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the grab on the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing.
There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Pulls it in, it's Odom. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prop. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Miners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The head coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on 4th and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. He's going to fire deep. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
We've seen this tight end lined up in a three-point stance. We've seen him in the slot. We've seen him outside of wide receiver. And he's made catches all over the field, guys. That's now over 150 receiving yards for this guy.
Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Throws to the back. He makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Runs through the tackle. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Finds the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This for a lead here in the 4th quarter. He splits the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down and DK. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And his kick is good. His third field goal of the game, and this is the one that wins it. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like to understand, like I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.